Hi everyone, I am Ashley Compagoni and I am an independent Scentsy director. And welcome to the new consultant call. So if you're here, you are likely a new consultant and I just want to welcome you. And I'm so excited that you're here and you are going to have so much fun. A little bit about me, I have been doing Scentsy since, 2015. So a little over 6 years now, and I absolutely love it. I promoted to director, I believe about 2 years after I started. So it's been amazing. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun. And I love the flexibility that I have and that I can still, take my kids to school and pick them up and work my business, when I have time. So I know I don't have anybody on here with me right now on the new consultant call, but I'm just doing this in case we want to use it as a recording, or I know I have a new teamie who might be hopping on. So I just kind of wanted to stay on in case anybody hops on, because I know we have a lot of new people right now. So, and if nobody hops on, that's okay. Hey, at least we'll have the recording, right? Okay, so I just want to get started. I'm going to tell you some of my top tips for new consultants, and then I will get into showing you how to do the workstation. So I have my list here. I am a pen and paper girl. I don't know about you guys, but I need a list or else I will go all over the place. One of my first tips is to make sure that you know your why, right? Why did you join? Why do you want to do Scentsy? It could be a hobby. You want to do it as a hobby. You might want to get free stuff for yourself. You might want to just make a little bit of extra money, pay for dance or baseball, Christmas, those kinds of things. Maybe you want to build an empire and make thousands of dollars every month. And, maybe you want to get out of debt, whatever your reason. It's super important that you know why you're here, because you might get to certain times in your business where it's a little bit harder, right? Or you might not feel like working that day, right? But when you know your why and you know why you're doing this, why are you showing up, and you remind yourself, it's easier to keep on going, right? So when you don't want to, pick up the phone or, try and book parties or whatever, but you remember, oh my gosh, okay, I have, 3 more Scentsy checks until Christmas, you're going to be a little bit more motivated, right? So it's just super important to know your why. And of course, your why is going to change, right? I know mine has changed several times. When I first joined, I had just kind of had my first baby, my son, and I just kind of wanted to make a little bit of extra money, right? And then fast forward a couple years, I actually had my second baby and I had postpartum depression and I almost quit, honestly. And I was just super overwhelmed. And then I actually heard a speech by our owner, our CEO, Heidi Norville, and she just gave this super moving speech about, like, who do you want to be? You get to choose, like, who do you want to be? And I was sitting there in my postpartum depression, and I was like, gosh, who do I want to be? I get to decide, am I going to keep going or am I going to quit? Right. And so a couple months later, after I had that moment, I actually hit director and I named my team Write Your Own Story, because I was so moved by Heidi's speech that I was like, you know what, like, I'm going to decide what I want my life to be. So anyway, so that was my original why, right? And now, now it's a little bit different. Now my husband, with the pandemic, he didn't have work for like over a year. So thankfully I had my Scentsy business to help keep us going, right? And now I'm just kind of trying to save money, right? So your why is going to change, and that's great. Your why is going to serve you in different ways as you keep going. So always know your why and keep it with you and remind yourself of your why. If you ever have a hard time, it's going to help you a lot. So make sure you always know your why. Second of all is trainings. When you are new, make sure you are soaking up all the trainings that you can, right? And I will actually show you in a second how to access those in the workstation. But you really just want to make sure you are getting as much training as you can right now, because the more you know about the products and about Scentsy and parties and all that, it's really going to help you in your business. It's really going to help you start on the right foot. So trainings, trainings, trainings. Also, I want to tell you another top tip is keep it simple, right? There's going to be a lot of information thrown at you, right? Even in this video I'm giving you, there's probably going to be a lot of information. You might want to take some notes, right? So, but keep it simple, right? Soak it all in, but don't feel like you have to do every single thing that you hear, and don't feel like you have to add, 15 different samples every time you give out an order. No, you don't have to do that, right? Keep it simple, keep it with what you can do. And you know what? You're just starting out, right? So don't overcomplicate it. Try and just keep it as simple as you can as you go along, and you're going to learn more. And later on, you can always do more. But at the beginning, try and keep it simple for your own sanity, right? My next tip is get creative. There's all kinds of different parties you can have. Parties are going to be so important all the way through your business, but especially in the beginning. That's how you're going to meet people that you might not know otherwise, right? So your coworker has a party, and then you meet her, her friends, and then maybe one of her friends books a party, and then you meet, her friends and their coworkers, and it kind of expands. And so parties are super, super important all the way through, but especially when you're starting out. So get creative. Especially during the pandemic, some people aren't comfortable, being all together, and that's okay, right? You can still have great parties. You can have Facebook parties. You can do basket parties, where you get all your testers and catalogs and you drop it off at an office, or even, just like a neighbor's house. You can have themes. You can have girls' night, wine night, and pajamas, or, Halloween party, fall party, pumpkin party, Christmas party, whatever you want to do. But get creative, right? And make it fun. It doesn't have to be, super, rigid and, all these rules. That's what I love about Scentsy is you can be creative and you can make it whatever you want it to be. So get creative with those parties and really just kind of have fun with them. And don't put pressure on yourself, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. And my last kind of tip for now, I'm sure I'll think of some more as I'm going through the workstation, is just make sure you are following up once you get your new customers, right? You want to check in with them. And there's a ton of training videos about this. This could be a whole other video. But make sure you're following up with your new customers, right? Hey, how did you like your order? Because you'll find a lot of times when you're just following up and checking in, people are going to reorder, right? We all get busy. And so sometimes they might be like, oh, I need light bulbs and, more bars. And then they get busy and they forget. But if you are checking in with them, they'll be like, oh yeah, hey, I need this. I can't tell you how many times that has happened. So you're not bothering them, don't feel like you're bothering them. You're just checking in to see how they liked it and, if they need anything else. And like I said, that could be a whole nother video. I'm not going to go off on that tangent right now. And there's tons of videos in the workstation. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit about the workstation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so this is your main login page, right? So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Okay. Interesting. Hold on. I logged in and now it says I'm logged out. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay, so this is your home page, right? This is what you're going to see when you log in. Yours might be a little bit different because you have all of your new consultant goals, but essentially this is where everything's going to be. Your home page is going to tell you how much PRV you have. If you want to earn a promotion, what do you need to promote? It's going to tell you your title down here, all of that. So this is where you really want to go check in on this page all the time just to see, what goals are you hitting? What are you close to, right? And once you have a team, this is where you can check on your team as well. And then it shows you over here, your sponsor, your director, your superstar director, all those things. And then if you wanted to go straight to your personal website, you would just click over here to go to my PWS. And then there's also the fall and winter catalog right here. Get the PDF. You could send it to somebody if somebody out of town or something wants to order and they want a catalog, you can just send them the PDF. So that's super handy. So yeah, so always check your PRV. Also, I can't tell you how many times people get really confused, right? PRV is personal retail volume. And this means that it's like the products. It doesn't include tax and it doesn't include shipping. So a lot of times people will think, oh, I hit a goal because I placed a $200 order and your total might have been $200, but your PRV was only $180, right? So make sure you're double checking your PRV. You can check it here. And then also I'll show you how to check it when you're placing the order because it happens all the time, right? People think they're active. They got their $200 or their 200 PRV for the month, or their 500 for their shooting star, or 1,000 to hit certified, whatever, and they are actually short. So make sure you're always checking this just to see, where you are. Okay, and now we're going to go into the orders tab. So there's new orders. This is where if you have, obviously a new order, you're going to place it here. This is where you're going to create a new party if you want to. So if you want to create a party, I'm just going to create a super quick one. I'm going to call it demo party. So you name your party, whatever you want to name it. I usually name it after my hostess, or if it's mine, I'll put, October orders or whatever right there. So demo party, I'm going to hit continue. And then if you have a hostess, you're going to put her information in here. I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to click use consultant as host. It's going to show all my information. I'm going to hit save and continue. Now I'm on my online party page. So the first thing you'll see over here, I'm pointing as if you can see where I'm pointing. Would you like your party on PWS? I always click yes, because if random people are shopping on your website, maybe they'll click that and it'll attach to your party and you'll get more rewards, right? And it also, of course, if you have a hostess, you want to keep it on your party page on your PWS. That way, if she has out of town people, they can order too, right? So you can choose like the title of your party. Honestly, when I do this, I keep it simple. I pretty much just go with whatever it says, unless I have a hostess who wants to change it, but I pretty much go through whatever it says. It's already on there for me. I'm going to hit next. You can add a video if you want to. I'm not going to right now. I'm going to hit next. And you can choose featured products. So what products do you love? You can put those on here, or you can just use the defaults. So right now, again, to keep it simple and not overwhelm you, I'm just going to use the defaults. Next, and it says your party will go live immediately. When would you like your PWS party to end? So I'm going to keep this the 20th, but if you want to edit it, you just click this little calendar right here and you can have it as long as you want. You can have it until the 31st. I can go into, November, have it end on the 15th if I want to. And you can always edit this, right? Even if it ends, you can go in and extend it. So don't ever freak out if your party ends and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, everything is still going to be there. You just extend it to be longer. All right, so I'm going to hit continue. Okay, and then boom, I'm done. So my demo party has been created. If I want to share it, if I want to put it on Facebook or text it to people, I can just hit this copy link right here and I can send it to them that way. So then I can go to party orders, and then I can start adding people, right? So I'm going to add myself. All my info pops up when you have a new customer. You're going to enter all of this in, but because I'm saved, I'm already in there. So I'm going to hit save and add products to cart. And then I'm going to start adding my products, right? So my rewards are right here. So the rewards kick in at 200 PRV, right? Not total dollars, PRV. And those will start to show up here. So you can see those there. They get half price items and they get free hostess credit depending on how big their party was. And then you can go here and this is how you redeem those rewards. You can pay retail, or you can go over here, click hostess credit, and then it would give you the option to choose your items there or host half price. All right, so I'm going to go to my cart. I'm just going to show you, I'm going to add a 6-pack of bars, right? So I want to add 6 Scentsy bars. And if you have a 6-pack, you have to enter it this way, right? If you just enter 6 bars, the system is not going to recognize that one of those bars should be free, right? Because it's buy 5, get 1 free. It will not recognize that and it will charge full price and it would be $36, right? So if you have a 6-pack or a 3-pack, always make sure you group them together. So you put in 3 Scentsy bars or 6 Scentsy bars, right? And it counts for the 30. So then I'm going to hit add, build my bundle, and this is where I'm going to choose my scents, right? So you can go in here by category, or if you know what it is, you can just enter it. One of my biggest sellers this month has been Harvest Blessings. So I'm going to pick that, right? I might pick some Luna, right? Whatever my customers want. Okay, so once I have all 6 in there, I can either remove from cart if I made a mistake, or I can edit or save and add bundles. So I'm going to hit save and add, and there you'll see it's in my shopping cart, right? And you can always edit that as you need to. And then if you look up here, it shows up under party summary, right? So that's where it's all going to show up and start showing you those rewards as they become available. I'm going to actually go back to orders and kind of show you what it looks like with the rewards in there. So that was, we just created a party, right? I'm going to go into my open orders. I already have a party in here. Here we go. That has quite a few rewards just so I can show you that. Okay. So I'm going to go to this open party. I'm going to hit edit orders. Also, quick note, you can see up here, my demo party is already in the system, right? So you can go right into it if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to go to this party right here, edit orders. This hostess has $445 towards her product credit, right? So she has 2 half-price rewards and then the host credit right here. So when I go to her cart, and I have host credit, see how it shows me right here, $44.50, and you just add your products there to redeem that product credit. Same thing with the half price. When you are in the half price, you will use the half price. I'm like running out of words. The half price feature, it will show you right here. Right now I have a diffuser in there. Side note, a diffuser uses 2 half off items, but most everything just requires 1. So see how it says I have 2 left. So if I wanted, you know, a mini warmer with my hostess rewards, I can pick, you know, Aspen mini warmer, add. It shows me I still have 1 left, and it shows me that it is $10. So it took the half off. Okay. So like I said, I know this is a lot of information. And of course, if you need clarification or if you have a question, reach out to your sponsor and they can help you. This is just kind of like a general idea to help you get started. Okay. So that's if you need to, you know, go in and edit a party or check on your party. You go to the open orders and there's history. You can see all the history, you know, of orders that you've had right here. It goes down all the way. And you can search, you know, until you just started 5 years ago. So that's super handy. And then Scentsy Club orders, you can basically have customers subscribe to Scentsy Club and they will make their scent, you know, that they add, they can make it forever. And it's like a monthly subscription, right? So it gets delivered to them. They get to choose if it's once every, month, 2 months, or 3 months. So all those orders will be here, and it shows you, who, their processing day. Hers is in September, hers is October, shows you when they process. So that is kind of, you can look up more in the training center. I'm not going to go over every single thing in detail because we'd be here till midnight, right? So just want to give you a general overview. Okay, so this next tab over here, reporting tab, you don't need to worry about that right now. Once you get a team, we can talk more about that. But right now, you really don't need that for being brand new. Contacts. This is where you enter all of your contacts, right? And when you're entering these contacts, you want to make sure there's an option to subscribe to your Scentsy newsletter. So when you're entering their names and everything, you can just go in there, check the box that you want to subscribe them, and then Scentsy sends out usually 1, sometimes 2 emails a month, and it will take them directly to your website. So you want to make sure those new people that you're getting, that you're subscribing them to that newsletter, because it's super important. Communication, I honestly don't use this tab. I don't send things through Scentsy. I more so send them through my own email on my phone. You can do this if you want. This is where you can customize your newsletter if you want to. Like I said, right now, keep it simple. Probably, go with what they have until you get used to things, and then you can edit all the things if you want to. Events, this is where you would register for, every year we have Scentsy Family Reunion, which is a big get together. Well, before COVID, now it's been online. But we get together, we do trainings, and it's super fun. So if you ever wanted to register for that, you would just go to your events tab to do that. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick. Okay, so your next tab over here is incentive. So right now we're in an incentive period, which means you can earn a trip, right? You can earn free reunion, you can earn a trip to Alaska. So this is where you would keep track of that. It says, overview, track your progress, how do I earn it, facts about it. So you want to check this out, because especially being a new consultant, when you promote, you get points for promoting. So every time you promote, every PRV dollar that you sell, it all counts towards this incentive. So check this tab often and see how close you are, and you can earn these trips. Okay, calendar. Here's a calendar if you need one. Has consultant things on it for you, and you can print these out too if you would like to. All right, next we have Scentsy Success. This is where you're going to spend most of your time as a new consultant, right? So this is where the news is, right? You want to check this daily. There's always new stuff coming out, limited time offers, special Disney products. And you want to check this, because there's going to be lots of good things, and you want to be in the know, right? We try and, do the best we can to post this on our own team pages to let you guys know, but it's super important that you are checking this too, because sometimes you might see it before we do, right? So this is where all the news is, right? You can click on these. Again, a new promotion we have in October is your hostess can earn a free gift with their $500 party. They get a blanket and a mug, right? So that's super exciting. So always be checking this, because there's always new things. This will also tell you, if products are being delayed, all that information is here. So always, always, always check your news tab, okay? And if you need to find something in your news tab, you can search right up here. You can search for it. Just make sure you use these filters here, depending on what you're trying to find. Sometimes it can be really hard to find things in the news tab or in the marketing tab. And if you need help, you know, try to narrow it down with these filters. But if you need help, of course, reach out, because it can be really confusing. Even for me, sometimes I have a hard time finding things. So make sure you use these filters. If it's a news thing, you know, like a product status list right here, you know, if it wasn't right here, you could search for it, but make sure you click news. That way it'll narrow it down for you. And then training, there is so much training, right? You can use these filters, or, you know, the training center, there's so much in there. There's so many good things. I mean, anything that you want to know is in the training center. There's videos on parties and, you know, promoting and just everything. So just kind of try to watch as many videos as you can, because they're super, super helpful. And then again, we have the marketing tab. So these are images that you can use that Scentsy's already approved, so you can put them online and use them. Quick note with Disney products or any licensed products, so Marvel, you know, those kinds of things, they are very strict about how you can use these images. So use the ones that Scentsy gives you. Do not alter it. You cannot alter it in any way. You can't add anything to it. You cannot filter it, right? So you really, really want to be super careful about licensed products, okay? So just use only what the marketing tab gives you on those, and make sure, you know, you're not altering it in any way, because we have to uphold our agreements with them so that we can keep having Disney things, right? Also on that note, again, I'm sure your sponsor will tell you this, but you cannot go to any like Disney pages and promote Scentsy. That's a big no-no. You will get in trouble and you will likely get canceled as a consultant. Okay, so don't do that. All right. So yeah, so this tab is honestly going to be your best friend. There's marketing, there's, I mean, just everything. There's logos, there's Facebook banners, you know, you name it, and it's here. Okay. All these training videos down here, you know, I mean, there's even fitness things, improve yourself, selling, build business tools. It's all here. Okay. So really, really get into those. And if we go up here, you will see consultant store. This is where you can buy more business products, right? There's clipboards. Ooh, I have not seen these actually. These clipboards are super cute. The scent of the month brochure, samples, Disney, on sale things, clothes, right? You name it, and it's there. So you could spend all day in this store too. So if you ever need any, you know, additional samples or anything, you just check out the consultant store. All right. So those are all those things over here we just went over. Idea share. If you ever have an idea and want to like submit it to Scentsy, you can do so right there. I'm not really going to get into that because as a new consultant, it's not, you know, you're welcome to do it, but it's not something that you need to know right away. Pay portal. So your pay portal is where you check on your money, right? So when you get paid, you'll get an email. We get paid once a month on the 10th. Sometimes it's a little bit early if the 10th falls on a weekend. But you get paid on the 10th of every month. So this is where you can, I feel like my internet is so slow right now. Sorry, you guys. So you would check all of that in the pay portal. I'm not going to log in because I'm not supposed to show you all that kind of stuff. You know, how much you make and all that, because that's private. So you would just log in and it'll show you, you know, your payment, and if it's, you know, on your Scentsy card, or if you want to transfer it to Venmo or whatever, however you want to do that, you can do all that in the pay portal. So make sure you check that when you get your first paycheck, right? Okay, so we went on this whole column over here, right? I'm going to go to my dashboard home. I just want to show you a couple more things. Support right up here at the top. If you ever need anything, you know, any help related to your order, maybe you ordered a warmer and it came and it was broken, or, you know, just any issues that you might have, you go here to support and you can click contact support and it's going to give you the phone number, or you can do the chat, or you can do a request, which is like an email. So whatever works for you. And so you would just do that here. You can chat. Most of mine, I do a support request, and I just, type it in here, and you can kind of filter what your request is about and all that. And they are very quick at getting back to you. And our support team is amazing. I have never called them and had them be like, oh, sorry, we don't know, we can't help you. I've never had that happen. They're always super, super helpful, and they're really great. So if you ever need help with your order, come here. Like I said, call, submit a ticket, or you can do the little chat and do that right away too. And then right here, you will see your name, and it'll have account here. So this is all of your account info. If you ever want to change like your PWS, or if you want to change, the picture on your PWS, you just come here, right? So all of your information is here. If you are ever moving and you need to change your address, come here and do that. Websites, if you are, your subscription to your PWS, which is $10 a month, that will be here. And your first 3 months is free. After that, it's $10 a month. And you want to make sure you are keeping that if you can, okay? Because that's how customers can order from you. That's also how people can join your team. You can't have people join your team if you don't have your website, okay? So you really want to make sure that you are doing that every month. And once you put your credit card in here, it'll just automatically renew it. Every month we have a scent and warmer of the month. Those come out. So you can subscribe here. You can enroll in the scent of the month. You can enroll in the scent and warmer of the month. Scent of the month is usually around $35, and it comes with 9 bars, a room spray, a tester, stickers, and the brochure. And then the scent and warmer of the month comes with all those things and the warmer, and that's usually a little bit more expensive. Depends on what the warmer is. Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 80. It just depends on the warmer. So if you want to subscribe to those, you come here to do that. And let's say you subscribe 1 month and the next month you don't want to, or you can't, you just come same place and you will click cancel. Okay, so that's where you do that. And if you want to print your pay stub, you can also do that here. International, you probably don't need that right now. And then tax forms, if you need tax forms, those are all right here. I wanted to just show you, here, websites and subscriptions. So your personal website name. So if you want to edit your personal website, you just come here. So it says personal website name, and then you just go over here to edit. And this is where you can select your photo. You can update your story, your join page, what's warming in your home. You can customize all of that. And I highly suggest you put your picture on here. Right now, I think if you don't pick a picture, it puts either a Scentsy buddy or a warmer there. You want to have your face there, right? That way customers know, oh yeah, I know I'm on Ashley's page because that's her picture right there. And also it's just more personable. They know if they come to your website, they know who they're supporting, right? They don't want to support, Warmer's page. They want to support Ashley's page, right? So make sure you put your picture on there, and it just makes it more personal. So if you need to edit that, if you ever needed to edit your PWS name, you can do that here as well. Okay, so that's the account tab. That one's super important. And then over here, oops, sorry, I'm trying to move this. Okay, so Scentsy Success. If you just need to come on here and search for something real quick, you just do that up here in the search bar, okay? And you can just search, holiday brochure or whatever right there, okay? So I know I covered a lot, right? So I hope I didn't overwhelm you. I'm sure I did though, because I covered a lot. But this is recorded, right? So you can always come back and rewatch it if you need to. Reach out to your sponsor first, reach out to your director. We're here to help you, right? We want you to succeed. We want you to have the business that you want to have. So please don't ever feel like you can't reach out. Or you're asking a silly question, right? You're fine. You're not going to bother us. That's what we're here for. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you. There we go. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I'm so happy that you're here, and I know that you're going to love Scentsy, and just keep focusing on those first goals that you have, right? You got your new consultant guide, and in there it tells you, your shooting star. If you can hit that in your first 15 days, 500 PRV. That's a super important goal. And then your next goal, you have 70 days for the sensational start, and you can hit level 1, 2, or 3 in your first 70 days. That's really going to be a huge boost for your business, right? See what you can do in the next 70 days. How far can you go? Can you earn level 2? Can you earn level 3, right? Challenge yourself and really see what you can do with it. And of course, you can get your first promotion when you sell 1,000 PRV. You get a permanent 5% raise, and that's super exciting. And that one, there's no time limit on, right? You could hit it tomorrow, you could hit it, a year from now, but you'll get that 5% permanent raise, and that's super exciting too. So just kind of, go through the training center. It's your best friend. Connect with your sponsor, and they're going to help you through this. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to your sponsor, reach out to your director, and we are here for you. Okay. So thanks so much for joining. I wish you the best of luck. I know you're going to do amazing, and I will see you later. Okay. Have a good day.